Hello, hello, Tara here. Very special impromptu last minute live, but also the replay will be available. So I just wanted to give everyone a sneak peek of our group program, Open Relationship and Polyamory Mastery, because maybe you are a little curious about it and wanted to know more. So just a moment, I will give you that sneak peek and talk a little bit about it. And if you have any questions, you can reach out. Okay, let's start again. I was muted. Hi, hi, hi. Happy Friday. Tara here from Let's Talk Polyamory. So you may be watching us in our private group, Let's Talk Polyamory, or maybe you're joining us from our YouTube page or from our public business page, Let's Talk Polyamory. So today I thought I would just do a quick little live here because over the past 2 weeks, we've been talking about our 3-part Securely Polyamorous Framework. And so what that means is the 3 parts are communication, clarity, and connection. So in the last 2 weeks, we covered communication and clarity. So that's live training in our group and on YouTube as well, talking about those 3 components that are necessary in order to have a loving, secure, open or polyamorous relationship. And so you're probably wondering, and maybe you're wondering, I don't know if you are, how you can get that framework for yourself. So I thought I would come on and do a bit of shameless self-promotion. I'm going to admit it, but I also believe that there might be some of you out there that watch us or that are in our groups or watch us on YouTube and don't realize that we actually have a program that we offer. Well, we have programs. I'm going to talk about our group program, but there's definitely other options for coaching or therapy with Andre and myself. So I thought I would give you a little sneak peek. So basically, we have our group program, Open Relationship and Polyamory Mastery. It's the only 16-week program that's actually led by a coaching and therapeutic team. So I'm the coach. I'm a relationship and awesomeness coach, and Andre is a registered sex-positive psychotherapist. And so what that means, which I think is important to point out, is that it's very different than some of the other programs out there because we incorporate both coaching and therapeutic modalities. So the coaching side, you get practical exercises and things you need to do and training. And then on the therapeutic side, we dig in a bit deep into what's actually going on in a relationship that's making opening up an existing relationship or being polyamorous a little trickier for you. So it's a 16-week program. It's delivered online by us. It includes 8 modules that cover those three areas of communication, clarity, and connection. So over 16 weeks, we cover that entire content. And there's all kinds of resources. So we do deliver live training bi-weekly, and we have a group coaching call where you can get specific help on the issues that you're struggling with. And there's all kinds of exercises and that sort of thing. And, the idea and who this is for is for couples and 2-person partnerships. That's really hard to say. So if you are solo polyamory or you're going on a journey of being non-monogamous on your own, this is not for you. However, we do offer therapy and coaching, other programs that you can benefit from working with us. And if you're interested in knowing about that, you can just reach out to me by DM or by booking a relationship rescue call, which is in this post, but I'll also drop it in the comments as well. So what is it? Okay, so what is it like to be in a coaching program? How is it different than going to traditional couples therapy, for example? The difference is that we combine, like I said, training plus coaching and therapy. So you're not only sitting there and talking about things, but you're actually getting step-by-step things to do that cover the areas, the the areas that are necessary, we feel, in our experience, and when we've worked with other couples who are open or polyamorous, are essential. And the first one of that is obviously communication. And that theme actually carries all the way through, which is why it's the thing that we teach you first. Because like we always say, if you can master your communication, you can pretty much deal with all the other things. But sometimes it's hard. So I'm going to give you, so just to make it interesting, I'm going to do a little share screen, because one of the things you get as part of this program, you just don't show up for a call and we talk at you. You actually have a place where a membership site where all the content is stored. So you can go back and listen to the trainings, all the activities are there and everything. So I'm going to share my screen because I think it's pretty cool. People don't know, I think, that there's actually a membership site that you have behind it. So not only do you have us personally, and we do meet with you 3 times during the course of the 16 weeks individually. So at the beginning and in the middle and at the end, you have a private one-on-one with us. And then the rest of the time you're in the group container, which is small and private. And the people that have been part of it are amazing. And I think what people don't know, I think, is that how great it is to be in a group program. Because I think you learn from others. They may or may not be in a different stage than you. And you might be able to anticipate things that you would not have anticipated by hearing from others. And sometimes it's also, what I've learned is also great, is that when you are in a group program with somebody else, it sort of flashes a little bit of a light on things that you may not be paying attention in yourself. So I love group programs. I think you can get so much out of them. So let me share my screen. Hopefully this works. I practiced this. This is why I was a little bit late in starting. So here, oh, let me go, give me 1 second. I'm going to go to the top. All right, let's try this. Okay, there we go. So this just gives you an idea of our membership site. That gives you an idea of all the rich content and information that's part of it. And like I said, it's not just you're not just going on doing the exercises and then left to yourself. We actually help you with implementation, like actually help you do these things and personally guide you. That is the big difference, because our idea is that we don't want you to stay stuck. And sometimes when we do things on our own, we can get stuck not being pushed to the next step and the next thing, or asking the right question. So you have all this great content that's here for you, but you also have us working alongside of you and kind of giving you that kick and a hug approach. I like to say, one of my coaches said that, to get you to where you really want to be, because we know you want to have an amazing experience in opening your relationship. And if you've already opened and you're experiencing issues, then this is for you, because we can start to break down what's happening and get you on track to dealing with things more healthy and that sort of thing. So this is our membership site. I'm super proud of this because I built it. So as soon as you come into the program, you have access to this site. So no matter where you are in your journey, you can start where you want to be. We suggest, and when we meet with you, we will talk you through and tell you where we feel you should start. But as soon as you come in, all this content is here. So we have some first actions for you to do, and each section opens up and there's several things to do. There's a little welcome video from us. There's some introductory assessments to do. So we have our own questionnaire that we get you to fill out before we meet with you one-on-one. There's an attachment style quiz, and we get you to do the love languages exercise. So as soon as you join the program, you can jump right in. So let's go back to the main page. So that's that. And we have the Zoom links, everything's there. And then that first module, as I talked to you about, is our attunement communication module. And that is the biggest one, I would say, and the most important to really get nailed down. And we talk about communication through the entire program, but this is where you actually learn our attunement communication process. So this one has a bit of pre-work to do, some thinking to do, and then, whoops, oh no, I didn't mean to go there. Oh, what happened? Okay, here we are. Cool. All right, so let's go back to module 1. So then there's the training. So we've already pre-recorded the training, so you can, oh, that's interesting. Hmm. We'll have to check that. What happened to that video? But there is a video in there where we walk through the specific training. Oh, it might be because I'm in incognito, so I can show you the membership. So there's that. And then each week we give you homework to do. And so we assign the certain things to do. All the information is there, as well as any activity sheets or things that you need to do. And yeah, so there's quite a bit in module 1. And then after each, we do a module, you do the training, and then you attend a Q&A call, and then there's some additional work associated with that. So I'll just go back to the main page and just kind of scroll you through. So the first module is building the foundation, attunement communication. And then we move into building secure attachment. So that's where that attachment quiz comes in. And we really so we get you to do the attachment exercise, quiz to find out what your attachment style is, and you'll send it to us. And then we have a full training where we walk through the different styles of attachment, how it can show up in your relationship, and then what you can do. And then there's specific activities, several activities actually associated with this, so that you can identify your patterns, and then you can then set up what action plan you can do on your own and with your partner to make it work. So module 2 is on secure attachment. 3 is on managing jealousy and increasing security. Module 4 is building trust and creating your relationship blueprint. So we just did this with our group yesterday, and it's super awesome. We take you through this visualization exercise where you imagine what your ideal relationship looks like, what your ideal partners look like, and then you make a plan to make that happen, your blueprint. And then module 5, one of my favorites, is on creating your values-based agreement. And so if you've heard us talk about agreements before, we talk about agreements based on our values rather than rules, because punitive rules tend to tell you what you don't want in your relationship rather than what you do want. So we take you through our process of defining what your values are and your boundaries, and then developing an agreement with your partner around that. And that doesn't mean you stick with that same agreement, but this is the one you build right now. Module 6 is kind of the fun stuff. So dating, how to date. We talk about online dating, how to approach first dates, how to engage with people. Module 7 is increasing desire and intimacy in your relationship. So that's where the building connection also comes in. And we teach you our sensate process and some other ways of how you can increase desire in your relationship. And then Module 8, which doesn't seem to be listed here, is all the other stuff. And so there's a bunch of things that fall into that bucket. So that's the program in a nutshell. 8 modules, 16 weeks. And you have our direct support, as I mentioned, and we would love for you to join us in this special group container. If you have any questions, please reach out. We really feel like we have something special here, which is why I want to take the time to actually explain it to you, but perhaps that was a lot. So if you have any questions, or if maybe you're looking for a different solution, need some help with a particular issue, please reach out. And I know we offer this all the time. We do a call. Don't worry, it's painless. I love talking to people, and there's never, ever, ever any obligation for you to buy anything with us. So don't feel like if you book a call and we chat that is going to be the result. I only make an offer to people when I feel like it's a good fit and it will solve your problem. If it isn't something that we can support you with, then we will definitely direct you to where you can get help. And we have got a ton of resources in the group, and we're happy to point you to those to get you started. And yeah, we'll just make it work. And so if you have any questions or you want to chat about your relationship, please book a relationship rescue call with me. I do these on Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So grab one of them, one of the spots. If you can't find a spot because of your time zone or just that doesn't match up, please message me and I will figure out a way for us to meet. Don't let schedule get in the way. Because, where do you want to be, 16 weeks from now? Like, it seems like a long time, but it actually isn't. And you'd be surprised. And many of you people in the group may also be finding you've been in our group for a while and you might still be struggling with the same thing. And I think the longer you allow things to fester, the harder it is to get out of them. And so we really want to support you in taking the steps that you need to take in order to feel good in your relationship. Because I think there's this belief out there that, polyamory means that you can't have a committed, loving, secure relationship at its core. And maybe, this is not for everybody. If you feel like you want something more like relationship anarchy, then this is not the program for you. Or maybe it is, because it's some of the same skills in building relationships. But I think part of the process is to figure out exactly what you want and how to get that. But I think we were chatting yesterday, and we did a podcast interview, which is going to come out in May. I can't wait to share that with you. But I always like to say, we like to say that the only polyamory that's right is the one that's right for you. And so, we believe in you deciding what it is you want, and as long as you do that in a way that's consensual and everyone's informed and consenting to it, then all good, So I've talked a lot for 16 minutes. I didn't tend to talk that long, but if you have any questions, please reach out, and I will leave this replay in the group if you joined and missed any of it. And yeah, have a fantastic Friday. And if there's something in the program that you think's missing, let us know as well. Like, we would love to hear from you. Yeah, that's it. Ciao, ciao.